Hi beautiful people, it's Kelsee Briana J here with a video on a product that I picked up during the Sephora VIB sale. I've been having on my list to go ahead and do this video for you guys. A ton of you guys said that you wanted to see me do a tutorial slash review on this. So in this video I'm going to go ahead and do the review first and then I'm going to do the tutorial afterwards. So if you want to go ahead and fast forward down below, I will have the time where the tutorial starts. So you can fast forward to that if you don't want to see me talking about the review. But as for the review, I would like to keep it short and sweet. So let me go ahead and get started. So I picked this up from Sephora. I have a Sephora inside JCPenney that's right down the street from my house, so I frequent there. So I saw this in their news section that they always place things out. Like they always have like this little section that they have new stuff, and I'm always kind of like hovering over there. It's like before they even put it out. And I saw this and I was very interested. So I was swatching it and I was like, these feel really nice and smooth and highly pigmented. So I was like, let me go ahead and grab this. There are there are a total, I think, of either 4 or 5 of these quads. Right now, I'm looking online and it's only showing 4, but for whatever reason in my mind, I remember there being 5. Correct me if I'm wrong. I will do a little bit more research and kind of clarify that for you guys. But I was most interested in the Sage one, which is this one right here, which it has the neutral tones and then it has that pop of green. Olive green, sage green is like the trendy color right now. It has been having a moment for a while. At least 2 seasons it's been in the moment. And I was like, let me go ahead and get this quad because it looks like it is beautiful. Of the quads, they have one that is a smoke quad, which is matte cool grays. They have a plum quad, which is matte purples. They have a rust quad, which is matte brownish reds. And then they have the sage quad, which is matte green. So I already have the Kat Von D Shade and Light entire eye palette, and I really like that. I've had that for about a year or so now and I use it all the time. I feel like the eyeshadows that are in that palette are just very blendable. They're very pigmented and they also last really good on the eye. I feel like they're matte eyeshadows, but they look very finely milled and they're very silky. So I was like, I hope that these eyeshadows have the same amount of quality to them. So I'm happy to report that they do. I really like the quality of these eyeshadows. So applying this, I used a MAC 24-hour extended eye base. I always use the eye base. That always prolongs the longevity of your eyeshadow and it helps it adhere better and it's going to give it something to stick to. So always consider that when you're talking about eyeshadows, because if you apply eyeshadows just straight on your skin, you are going to experience some creasing. So if you have some type of barrier in between there, then you can prevent that. And the colors that she selected for each quad, I feel like they are just gorgeous colors all together. So this one is priced at $26, which I feel like that's a great price. And Sephora nowadays, honey, one eyeshadow will cost you $26. So to be able to get a little quad where you can do an entire look together, that's a steal. And then look at the packaging, how cute it is. So Kat Von D, you know she likes her coffins and she, you know, she's a little eccentric. So she likes her coffins. So of course in this eyeshadow quad, that's no different. She did keep on with the theme of the coffin, and I love the actual packaging. I feel like it's a good weight, so it doesn't feel cheap. It feels like a good quality eyeshadow quad, and I'm glad to have these. I will be interested for her to put out new colors, so I would like to see some more interesting color combinations. The other ones were pretty, but I felt like I had colors like that already. But seeing how this one performed, I am interested to go swatch them to see if I will be interested in picking up any more. But I am going to go ahead and say that I like this. Definitely check it out. This is the packaging that it came in, very standard with her Shade and Light eyeshadow packaging, and I love that she created like a little mini. So this is perfect for traveling. And if you're a neutral eyeshadow person that just needs a pop, then this is perfect. I love this. So it also comes with a little pro tip card insert, and sometimes I read them and sometimes I don't, but I always make a point to keep them so I can go back and reference them if I need to. But I really like it. Thumbs up for me. You can get these from Sephora directly, or Kat Von D has her own website where you can but if you go through Sephora, then you get your Sephora points. So I like it. Definitely check it out. $26. You really can't beat that. Like, that's incredibly cheap price to me. I feel like she could have charged $35 for this thing, and then I still would feel like it would be a good value. But that's my personal opinion. Let me know if you guys have tried these or have seen these in the store, and if you're interested in any more, or if you have them and what your personal thoughts are. I love interacting with you guys down in the comments section. So with no further ado, if you're interested in seeing this eye that I created using this eyeshadow quad, then please stay tuned. I'm going to start off by priming my eyes by using MAC's 24-hour extended eye base. This stuff is amazing because it's like glue for eyeshadow. It really adheres to it and makes sure that your eyeshadow is not moving throughout the day. You can also use something like a MAC paint pot, which is going to cancel out a lot of the color on your eyelids. So if that's a problem for you, if you have a lot of discoloration, then you may want to think about investing in one of those. They also are very great because they're waterproof. So all of this stuff is going to ensure that there's no creasing in your eyes and your eyeshadow, so it looks as perfect as it did when you first applied it. So moving on, this is the Kat Von D Shade and Light Sage Eye Quad, as you all already know. Here's my eye quad unused. Using it for the first time with you guys on camera. So for starters, I like the selection of colors, but I do wish that they had more colors for transition. But all over, I'm going to go ahead and apply this color right here. This one is the highlight color. And I'm going to apply that all over my eyelid with the 286 brush. It's a blending brush by MAC. It's a duo fiber blending brush, so it has natural and synthetic bristles. So it's going to give us a really nice airbrush eyeshadow look. You want to be careful with this and dip your brush in here and tap off any excess, and then just gently lay and fluff the color on the eyelid. So what this does is set our eyeshadow base, and so it's going to make sure that our powders are not just really skipping and they really adhere, and you're going to get a smoother application. You could have also used a brush like this. This one is a really fat, flat brush, and you can just apply it at one time. This is a MAC 227 brush. Well, for the sake of me not dirtying up 5 million brushes, I prefer to be multifaceted with the brushes that I do select for my makeup application. So then right in my crease, I'm going to take this color right here. This is the Defining color. It's a really nice grayish khaki color, and I'm going to take the same brush and really make sure I tap off that excess, and I'm just going to begin to really focus this right in the crease. This color is almost like a contour color because it's very gray toned. I actually want to go back with a little bit of this color, like right on top, just so it blends out a little bit softer. And it's not a harsh edge. On my lid, I'm going to take the actual base color, which is this really nice neutral shade with a MAC 252 large shader brush. And I just want to apply this all over my lid. And I want to focus this like right underneath that crease color, and I don't want to cover up that crease color, so I'm just going to lightly etch out the lid and then just apply this all on the lid. And you may have to build this color up a little bit and pack it on, but that is fine. I really love colors like this just for every day because you just can throw it on and go. It's like you really can't mess it up. And I'm just going back through with the clean blending brush and just blending out any of those edges. So a few different options that you can do. You can either A, leave the eye like this, which is a nice starting point for if you wanted to do like a smoky eye using this quad, or you can add a little bit of this green just right here just to make it a little bit more interesting. You can deepen up your crease with a little bit more of this color right here, or you can just leave it like how I'm going to leave it and do like a thicker winged liner. And then I'm going to make the bottom lash line a little bit more interesting, and I'm going to use this green color right there. So for my eyeliner, I'm going to use my Tom Ford Eye Defining pen, and I kind of want my wing to be a little bit more dramatic. I want to build the intensity of the darkness of my eyeliner, and so I'm going to layer it on top some Makeup Forever eyeliner, and I feel like this is going to make it look as black as I want it to. This is the ink liner. Seriously? Did I seriously just do that? So now that we have our eyeliner done, I've applied mascara, and then I've picked out my lashes. I'm using the Huda Beauty Sasha lashes, which I already have out, and I already have applied some glue, and I'm waiting on that glue to get tacky. So while I'm waiting, I'm going to go ahead and multitask and start on the lower lash line. And like I stated earlier, I'm going to use this, what they consider the define color. I just want to really smoke out the bottom lash line with that. I'm going to use the Wayne Goss 07 brush, which is a really small definer brush, and I'm just going to tap this brush into the green eyeshadow, and then right along the lower base of my lower lash line, I'm just going to start applying this color. And you can build on it, but be careful so you're not getting powder particles in your eye. I 100% recommend that you already have your concealer and everything done once you start doing this step, because it'll be really hard to go back and do your concealer without it getting stuck on the green. And then once you blend out your concealer, if it has green in it, then you're going to look like you are sick. So make sure your concealer and everything is set first. I actually want to take a pencil brush and soften it a lot more. You can see how the green like really makes my eyes look way bigger than leaving it like this. So sometimes I don't even put anything on the bottom because it makes my eyes look more seductive, and this just really makes them bigger. So you can just tell looking right now. Putting color on the bottom of my eyes like really emphasizes the roundness of my eye shape, but I'm okay with that if that's my intended look. And if you still feel like the bottom is still too harsh, take a little bit of this base color with the pencil brush, and then right on the very edge of it, you can use this to really soften it up. And as for everything else on my face, I will have it listed down below in the informational section. That way you guys can just go through and read it. I'll be as detailed as I possibly can in what I use. I used a few new products today that I kind of had to work with. I used the Guerlain Lingerae foundation. I forgot the entire name of it, but that's the gist of it. And I feel like it's a little bit dark, and I had to kind of work with it and maneuver with it, so I will be playing a little bit more with that foundation. But other than that, everything else that I use pretty much are products that I use on the regular. So if you're interested in kind of like how I do my makeup, watch a few more of my other videos. I've been posting pretty consistently, and I hope that you guys appreciate that, because I'm putting a whole lot of work into my channel and it's paying off, and I'm glad that you guys are loving my content. So as always, if you have anything that you would like to see me review or do on my channel, please let me know down in the comment section. I appreciate you guys for watching this video, and I will talk to you guys later. Smooches! Bye! Don't forget to subscribe. And there is nothing I cannot do before I let you go. You make me happy. Doom, 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 doom. You girl. Before I let go, da, ba, ba, da.